morning. Let's go to the Australian Open, where the Novak Djokovic visa saga is still a topic of discussion, with the tournament set to kick off in less than just 6 days. Cancellation of the world number one's visa was overturned in court yesterday, allowing the Serb to gear up for the season opening event. However, it's not done and dusted just yet, as the Australian Immigration Minister still has powers to cancel the visa again and deport the unvaccinated player. We're now joined by ATP coach and former director of tennis at Tennis SA, Jeff Coetzee, from Adelaide in Australia. Very good morning to you, Jeff. I know you are busy down under, so thank you for your time. First of all, this is quite a wide question, but what do you make of this entire saga and the way that Novak and his team have handled it? Let's keeping in mind that he actually did come in with a medical exemption.
Yes, hi Nani, thanks for having me. Yeah, I think it's a tough one, Nani. I think a lot of, if we're going to look back and in the next few weeks, this could have been avoided. I think there's been definitely miscommunication from a few entities, but I think at the moment right now, it's overturned. Yes, it's not over yet, but at the moment, the guys literally, as we speak, is on court right now preparing. Friends have told me that that's in Melbourne already, that for some reason the live feed that goes on Rod Laver has been turned off for various reasons, but he's on court right now and he's just going business as usual for him. He's there to defend his title and to make history this year.
Absolutely. And, the ATP, Jeff, I must say, it took a bit long to make a comment. They finally did say something in the past couple of hours overnight, saying that this whole thing has been damaging on all fronts. They've also said that they want clarity in terms of the vaccination rules, in terms of the Aussie Open. First of all, why do you think they took so long to make a comment? And secondly, do you think that this could damage the integrity of the Aussie Open?
Yeah, I think a bit of both ways, depending how we're looking at Nandi. I think the ATP wanted to wait firmly to get all information and kind of hear about the outcome. Personally, a lot of the players felt like they could have said something and even more concrete. And then secondly, I think it's just, we just gotta have to wait and see. Ideally, 97% of the top 100 men is vaccinated, so there's only really 3 guys. So I think it's something that they really do encourage. We get emails and we get everything every week, and I feel like where we are, everybody has their own beliefs, but with what we do, I think you're going to have no choice but to get vaccinated in the future.
Jeff, with all that's happening in terms of this whole saga with Novak Djokovic, a lot has been forgotten about what is actually at stake on the tennis court. I mean, we've got Novak trying to defend his title. Not only that, but to get a world record of 21 Grand Slam titles. And not only that, but there's also Rafa Nadal coming in looking for the same record. So there's actually quite a lot at stake. And you almost want to say that we want Djokovic to play, because this could be history in the world of tennis.
Yeah, you're right, Nandi. I think hopefully in the next few days a little bit will die down and then everything will be cleared, and then we're only focusing on tennis, because ultimately that's what we're all here for, to see these guys play. I still think Djokovic is probably the clear favorite, he's so mentally strong. So even what he's been through the last few days, like I said, he's been on court already. He's got a great team behind him. Rafa's now suddenly in the mix, hasn't played for months and months, and win his first tournament back. So he's definitely there. So for me, outright is between Djokovic, Nadal. I mean, how good would that be if they are in the final for tennis, and one of them will be able to have title Grand Slam number 21. But you also have Sasha Zverev and Medvedev. Those 2 guys are also in the mix there. Sasha is wanting to win his first Grand Slam. He's really did well at the end of the year, won the ATP Nitto in Turin. And then obviously Medvedev beat Djokovic in last year's US Open final. So for me, at the moment, those are probably the 4 favorites for me, with Djokovic a little bit more of a clear favorite. Just
listening to you talk about Djokovic and Rafa Nadal in a possible final is giving me goosebumps. So we'll see how that goes. But just quickly, before I let you go, Jeff, we've also got a South African contingent going to be at the Aussie Open. I mean, we know that Lloyd Harris is in Australia. And in terms of the wheelchair tournament, we've got Donald Ramapadi as well as Khutazo Montjani. Like, in terms of just our South African contingent, what does it look like?
Yeah, I think it's great. I mean, obviously Lloyd missed last week due to testing positive, but he's actually on court at the moment. Probably just finished. I was watching a little bit, and it was 3-2 just minutes ago. And then obviously we have the wheelchair tennis. I think that it's time. We still have Kevin Anderson in the mix, Raven Klaasen, but it's looking like it's every year hopefully starting to get a little bit more South Africans, and that's what we need. Would have liked to have some juniors also involved, but hopefully we can get more and more in the near future.
Jeff, thank you so much for your time and unpacking all of this stuff for us. That was ATP coach Jeff Coetzee joining us to look at the Novak Djokovic issue and the Aussie Open in general. All right.